The sun is setting over the Amazon. Warm light is streaming through the grand Amazon rainforest. The creatures of the Amazon have had a busy day. Now, as night falls, it's time for them to rest. Let's visit the Amazon creatures and help them prepare for sleep. Good evening, Mr. Jaguar. You are the largest of all the big cats living in the northern region. It's time to calm down now and rest your strong forelegs. Rest well tonight, and tomorrow will bring you new adventures through the jungle, in the dense, lush forests of the Amazon. Sleep tight, Mr. Jaguar. Good night, Mr. Jaguar. Good evening, Miss Manatee. You've been eating seagrass and swimming gently all day, making you quite popular. Now it's time to rest your large body and dream of new adventures. Sleep peacefully, for tomorrow you'll glide through new waters, in the calm, gentle waters of the Amazon. Good night, Miss Manatee. Good night, Miss Manatee. Good evening, Mr. Giant Otter. You were chasing and catching fish with your swift movements all day long. Once you're done eating, you'll dive in again to find more fish. But now that it's dark, it's time to stop hunting and sleep. Rest well. For tomorrow, the river will be full of new surprises. In the swift rivers of the Amazon, sleep well, Mr. Giant Otter. Good night, Mr. Giant Otter. Good evening, Miss Bull Shark. We thought you only lived in the ocean, but here you are in the Amazon River. Now it's time to rest your sturdy body and dream of fun playgrounds. Tomorrow, you'll navigate through the deep currents, discovering hidden depths in the powerful currents of the Amazon River. Good night, Miss Bull Shark. Good night, Miss Bull Shark. Good evening, Miss Poison Spider. You've been wandering through the forest all day with your sharp, venomous sting. Now it's time to rest your proud sting and go to sleep. Tomorrow you'll weave new webs and explore the treetops again. In the hidden corners of the rainforest, sleep well, Miss Poison Spider. Good night, Miss Poison Spider. Good evening, Mr. Arowana. Wearing your tough armor, you are truly a master hunter. But now it's time to clean your big, scaly armor and get some sleep. Tomorrow will bring new challenges in the vast ponds of the Amazon. In the tranquil waters of the Amazon, sleep peacefully, Mr. Arowana. Good night, Mr. Arowana. Good evening, Miss Common Vampire Bat. You've been flying gracefully in the forest with your flock all day long. The leader of your group guided you all through the sky. Now it's time to return to your cave, rest your body, and sleep together as a group. Tomorrow, your wings will carry you to new feeding grounds. In the dark caves of the Amazon, sleep tight, Miss Common Vampire Bat. Good night, Miss Common Vampire Bat. Good evening, Mr. Macaw. You've been trying to catch her attention with your beautiful feathers. Everyone admires your vibrant colors. But now it's time to stop showing off and get some sleep. Tomorrow, the rainforest will shine, and your feathers will glow even brighter. In the high treetops of the Amazon, sleep well, Mr. Macaw. Good night, Mr. Macaw. Good evening, Miss Arapaima. You're one of the largest freshwater fish species. With your massive body, you swim leisurely in the ponds of the Amazon River. But now it's getting dark, so it's time to stop swimming and sleep. Tomorrow, new pools and streams await you for exploration. In the still ponds of the Amazon, sleep peacefully, Miss Arapaima. Good night, Miss Arapaima. Good evening, Mr. Electric Eel. You catch prey by releasing a powerful electric charge. It's so strong that even a horse would be knocked out. Now it's time to rest your body before releasing more electricity. Tomorrow, the river will be alive with energy for your next hunt. In the flowing streams of the Amazon, rest well, Mr. Electric Eel. Good night, Mr. Electric Eel. Good evening, Miss Alligator Gar. You've been swimming around proudly showing off your sharp teeth. But now it's time to clean those sharp teeth and dream sweet dreams. Tomorrow, new prey will swim by, and you'll be ready with a bright smile. In the dark swamps of the Amazon, sleep tight, Miss Alligator Gar. Good night, Miss Alligator Gar. Good evening, Miss Giant Anteater. You skillfully used your long tongue to eat ants today, but now it's time to leave the ant nests and rest your hard-working body. Tomorrow, the rainforest will offer you new trails to wander and explore. In the open meadows of the Amazon, sleep well, Miss Giant Anteater. Good night, Miss Giant Anteater. Good evening, Mr. Piranha. You swim in a school, using your sharp teeth to eat your prey. But now it's time to find a quiet spot and rest with your whole group. Tomorrow, you'll swim together as one and find new feeding grounds. In the hidden shallows of the Amazon River, rest well, Mr. Piranha. Good night, Mr. Piranha. Good evening, Miss Amazon River Dolphin. Just like in the ocean, you swim so gracefully in the Amazon River. Now it's time to breathe gently and rest your beautiful body. Tomorrow, the river will echo with your clicks and whistles once more. In the clear waters of the Amazon, sleep tight, Miss Amazon River Dolphin. Good night, Miss Amazon River Dolphin. Good evening, Mr. Black Caiman. You've been watching over the Amazon River, peeking out from the water. Now it's time to share your catch with your young and rest with your family. Tomorrow you'll patrol the riverbanks with renewed energy in the quiet backwaters of the Amazon. Sleep well, Mr. Black Caiman. Good night, Mr. Black Caiman. Good evening, Miss Capybara. You've built a nest by the riverbank, keeping watch with your family to detect danger. You use your big teeth to skillfully shape the branches and reeds for your nest. But now it's time to rest with your family in the nest, as no one's around. Tomorrow, you'll find new branches to keep your home sturdy and safe. In the peaceful banks of the Amazon, sleep well, Miss Capybara. Good night, Miss Capybara. Good evening, Mr. Toko Toucan. You have a magnificent, beautiful beak, and with that beak, you skillfully eat fruits. Now it's time to rest your beak and sleep in a quiet place in the forest. Tomorrow, your colorful beak will shine brighter as you greet the sunrise. In the shady canopies of the Amazon, sleep well, Mr. Toko Toucan. Good night, Mr. Toko Toucan. Good evening, Miss Sloth. You use your big claws to move slowly and spend your time in the treetops. But now it's getting dark, so settle in the tree and get some sleep. Tomorrow you'll take your time, moving gracefully through the branches. In the high branches of the Amazon, sleep tight, Miss Sloth. Good night, Miss Sloth. Good evening, Mr. Giant Centipede. You've been lurking in the shadows of trees, looking for prey. With your winding body, you crawl through the forest, and when you find prey, you strike with your venomous sting. But now, the hunt is over, and it's time to sleep. Tomorrow, the forest floor will offer new hiding spots for your agile body. In the hidden shadows of the Amazon, rest well, Mr. Giant Centipede. Good night, Mr. Giant Centipede. Good evening, Miss Anaconda. You've been lurking in the Amazon River with your long body. Using your long body to swim skillfully, you are truly the queen of the Amazon River. But now, it's time to find a safe grassy area and rest. Tomorrow, you'll slither through the water with grace and power. In the dense reeds of the Amazon River, sleep peacefully, Miss Anaconda. Good night, Miss Anaconda. Good night, creatures of the Amazon. All the creatures of the Amazon are resting peacefully under the starry sky, huddled together. The flowing water and waves of the Amazon River create a soothing lullaby. Now close your eyes and dream happily with your friends. Sweet dreams to all the little ones. Good night, creatures of the Amazon.